lot of interesting stuff came out of Comic-Con. A lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of interesting stuff,
to say the least. Let's start off with some of the things that aren't associated with DC or Marvel. Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
I know you happen to be excited for, the new Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, man, this one has been getting shitted on a little bit. I hope it's not bad. I mean, I'm excited to see something else like that. I have a little bit of Marvel fatigue, so I'm definitely going to be checking it out, at least giving this its fair shake. But it has been getting a little bit of vitriol. I don't know if it's necessarily the synopsis, like the story. I haven't read too much into it, but just like an overall, I feel like it's been getting a kind of a hit or miss reaction as far as the production so far. Been spending a lot of money on that thing, man. I think they put up north of $400 million into this series. Yeah,
it's a huge budget. Yeah,
a lot.
Okay. How you feel about the Dungeons and Dragons project with Chris Pine?
I don't know. I feel like there's potential there. It's obviously another genre to nerd out about. Action film, super powered film. I think that the Bridgerton guy. Remember early on in our casting or excuse me our campaign to try to get T'Challa recasted. That was one of the things that was prophesized or hypothesized, was that he was leaving Bridgerton to try to be Black Panther. Let's just say I'm glad he's getting the roles that he's getting. I'm happy that he's getting opportunities
elsewhere
to do that. Yeah. Not that he's a terrible actor or anything. He's just maybe not my cup of tea. Him and Chris Pine leading the film a lot. I forgot the female actresses, the female lead of the movie. That's what makes me worried about it, is because he's not. I don't want to say Chris Pine can't lead, but some of the better Chris Pine work that I've seen outside of Star Trek has been him being a supporting character as opposed to being a leading guy. So it makes me a little weary. Maybe this is more so of an ensemble role. We don't know. I don't know too much about the movie other than what we've seen in the trailer, but I'm on the fence about Chris Pine, lead guy.
To kind of bring it all full circle with the fantasy type series, House of the Dragon.
Yes. Yeah. Very excited about this one. So we're going to rewind a couple hundred years back from where we left off with the Azor Ahai storyline with Daenerys and Jon Snow and all of them. So we're going back to their ancestors. Going to see some Targaryens ruling, the family feud, Dance of Dragons storyline. We got Rhaenyra Targaryen. We got Daemon Targaryen fighting for the throne to be the heir. We'll see a lot more, I feel like, mystical stuff in this iteration than we did in the first series, because obviously we'll have dragons, right? Full grown ones, not just Drogo and his two little brothers and sisters. I don't even think they ever gender the other two dragons. I don't think they did. You don't know. You didn't watch.
I was gonna say I can't answer that question.
You didn't watch. I don't know if they gendered the other two dragons, but now we'll actually get to see how they use them in battle, like as a part of strategy. I felt like most of the time when Daenerys was using Drogo, it was more so like, oh, we getting our ass beat. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like flying by the seat of her pants. It wasn't so much of military strategy until you got into season 8, but by then it was just fucking terrible anyway. So
yeah.
So to see an entire army built around a dragon, I'm interested in that. I'm here for that. Random black guy with the dreads. I thought we were getting some iteration of a black nation, but I guess not. I guess he's just a black Targaryen. Not going to make too much of a fuss of it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Other than that, I'm excited to see it. I want to see it. I want to see how it goes. Big shoes to fill. Left by season 8 of Game of Thrones for sure. So, live long and prosper.
And then we've got the thing that I'm probably most looking forward to. That's not DC or Marvel. John Wick 4 teaser, which just looks like more ass kicking by Keanu Reeves. definitely can't go wrong with that.
Shout out to Keanu, man, for having like a late in career resurgence after he's already made his blockbuster rememberable films like, you know, his Speed, his Matrix.
Well, originally
Constantine.
Keanu Reeves was almost like a fucking stoner with the...
he was a stoner, and then he had a brief
Bill and
time
Ted
as a
movies.
heartthrob. It was like this weird time in the early 2000s where he was a heartthrob guy, and then he did Matrix, and then that turned him back over to action a little bit, and then, you know, he dipped back into the romantic stuff with the movie he did with Sandra Bullock, Lake House. So he's bounced around quite a bit. He's played a wide variety of actors. He's been blessed to have a wide array of roles. But man, did he settle into John Wick very comfortably. I'm very excited for John Wick 4.
Absolutely. He also was there to announce, I believe he has an anime that he voices called Berserker. And that's got a film.
Okay.
So he was there to announce that, but then dropped a John Wick 4 teaser.
That's dope. That's dope.
Abbott Elementary got a season 2 that they announced, which is dope.
Elementary.
Glad to see that.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's pause there for a minute because we do a lot of denouncing black trauma on this pod, and it unfortunately it's few and far in between that we get an opportunity to, you know, talk about a show like Abbott Elementary that seems to keep everybody well entertained and happy and laughing and joyful, right? Is able to create content without, let's just call it what it is, without using tropes.
Yeah.
To a point of detriment, right? Because I guess there's some stuff that people could deem as tropey in the setup of the show, but again, now we're talking about comedy, right? And what's done in good faith. Yeah. And I feel like this show, for the most part, presents things in good faith, and they don't depend on that stuff to make the show.
Yeah, I agree. Right?
It's not a plot device. It's not circumstantial to the show as a whole. It's just humor, hearty, good-hearted humor with black faces. So yeah, give a big shout out to Abbott Elementary and all the creators involved with it for having the creativity and the mindset to want to do something like that and not feel so tied to their life experiences or their family's life experiences or what they deem that what is comfortable to be seen from black people. You know, shout out to y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they do a wonderful job of the representation aspect. We're seeing, at the very least, black people in education, which I feel like is lacking, at least from, you know, people's perception. Black male teachers, kids learning, even though, you know, obviously sometimes that feeds into the comedy aspect of it. But, you know, kids in school learning, not kids in school fighting and doing dumb shit.
Selling drugs or killing people,
you know,
killing their fathers.
Yeah, no, all around it's a good, wholesome show. So I definitely agree with that.
It's the type of, I was actually, shout out to Theo Butler for kind of implanting this in my mind. It's the idea of balance, right? No one is saying that there aren't good television shows that have those things in them, but it's like when you look out of the landscape, the menu, for lack of a better term, of content that you are to consume that involves you or represents you in some way, shape, or form, and it's all of the same type, there's no balance to that. There's no nuance to that. So then everyone else that's watching that only views you in one way. Yeah,
absolutely. And then I'm sure you are also very excited about the Walking Dead news.
Yes. Yeah. Very excited. Very excited. I'm a big Walking Dead fan. A little behind. Have been for years, though. I'm a little behind. I haven't watched all of season 10. So definitely need to catch up there. And then I also need to catch up on Fear the Walking Dead.
Rick and Michonne show.
See, I would have felt like they would have just moved on to the movie. They really going to keep milking this thing, though. And see, that's the one thing that I did worry about with Walking Dead, because with season 10, it felt like we were approaching an end for a wrap up for the franchise. Or at least it would go on a hiatus to kind of give people a break from it. But now it just kind of feels like they're continuously building, which makes me think they're gonna milk this thing till it's all the way gone. Like my kids my kid's gonna be watching Walking Dead kind of thing, which cheapens it a little bit.
And then we've got Tales of the Walking Dead, which I don't think you're going to be watching much of because it's got your boy Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Fuck him. So I guess you're gonna have to edit out that part where I said I was very excited about the news because
yeah. But I mean, some Walking Dead news.
Some Walking Dead news, not a Walking Dead movie, but a Rick and Michelle series, which is I can do with that. I guess we got to find out where the hell she went after she bounced on her daughter or his daughter, their daughter. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just left her at the camp. But whatever.
Ready to talk some DC?
Sure.
I think with DC, it was more about what wasn't announced, essentially.
Or talked about in any shape or form.
Yeah, than what actually was shown. Mm-hmm. We got Black Adam.
Which we've been hype about already, right? And we've already seen the trailer, so no new news there.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Yeah. You got a little surprised by Megan Fox being in the movie.
Megan Good.
God damn it. I knew right when I said it. Megan Good.
Yeah, no, I did not know Megan Good was in the original.
Yeah.
Definitely slacking on that one.
I mean, Shazam 2 looks good. Looks about as good as the first trailer did, I think. I feel like the first movie overperformed in my estimation. Like, it definitely overdid my expectations of it. So I've readjusted my expectation of the Shazam franchise now at this point. So now I'm expecting it to be at least as good as Black Adam, if Black Adam performs well. Mm-hmm. But you were right. The glaring absence of discussion was definitely on Flash and Aquaman. Couldn't imagine why.
That plus no Henry Cavill as Superman.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were looking for that announcement and it didn't happen. But yeah, no, the bigger glaring things that were left out were obviously, like you said, Flash and Aquaman 2. And obviously because of the controversy around Ezra Miller and around Amber Heard, they just decided to completely ignore all of that.
Yeah, we're just not even going to talk about it. We're not going to bring it up.
Much to their detriment, I feel like, because, relatively speaking, Marvel had a lot to talk about, and DC had basically nothing to talk about.
Aquaman 2, they got a while. They got a while before, they're going to have to start answering questions on that. The Flash? I mean, is the movie still coming out? Is it?
Well, I mean, they can't even find their star right now, so.
Is it? I don't know I don't know, man. I don't know. Damn, the Flash is gonna get canceled before fucking Black Panther.
Yeah.
I would have never thought it. But then there is one person breaking the law actively on one side of that, and the other one is not really breaking the law.
Yeah. No, it was. I would honestly say that it was a little disappointing coming from DC because I felt like they were going to turn a whole new leash, possibly, especially with Marvel popularity at what seems to be an all-time low.
Yeah.
I thought DC would have looked to possibly capitalize on that and their lack of announcements.
But you have to be in the position to capitalize. They don't have anything. They don't have anything to roll out that's like, oh, we got a Justice League movie.
Yeah.
They're not. The universe isn't cohesive enough at the moment for them to even do that. Who's going to be in it? Who's going to be in it?
Robert Pattinson.
All right. No. Because he's year 2 Batman right now in the movie that we just saw.
Yeah.
So that's not current day DC.
All right.
We don't even know if that's part of the same universe.
Yeah, we don't. That's true. Very true.
So you got Wonder Woman, you got Aquaman. Those are the two that we know that are connected and have popular franchises that are going to go on. Right? You don't have a Superman right now because you're not bringing back Henry Cavill, it looks like. I don't think you've really decided on what is going to be your main universe Batman. Matt Reeves' Batman seems isolated. Keaton's supposed to be coming back in Flashpoint. And Batfleck seems to be no more. So who's going to be the new Justice League Batman? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I have absolutely no idea.
So they can't. They literally can't do anything with it right now.
Yeah.
They can't compete on that level as far as like superhero team up films.
Yeah. No, I agree. I guess I thought there would be something that they were holding on to at least compete. but it is DC.
You guys told him to fight back.
Yeah.
Fight back.
Yikes.
Fight back.
With that being said, Marvel news. There was plenty of it.
Yeah.
Before we get too far into it, Black Panther will get its own video.
Sure.
I'm assuming. So stay tuned for that. But looks like they are entering the multiverse saga, is what they refer to it as. So
really? Don't say.
Yeah. So Phase 4 is ending with Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Phase 5 and Phase 6 are the big things that they have announced. I believe Phase 5 starts with Ant-Man and the Wasp. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's in 2023.
23. That'll be February of 2023.
So they've announced multiple films and TV series. Obviously, they've already announced She-Hulk, Secret Invasion. They've already announced Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. They did not announce, but they announced here, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So we'll be getting that May 5th, 2023.
And then TV shows, I think they announced Harkness, Agatha Harkness, and Echo.
Yes, and Loki Season 2.
Loki Season 2, Daredevil.
Yep. Ironheart solo series arriving fall 2023.
Fall 2023. So it got pushed back. Okay. So that's delayed. And then did you hear the Wakanda series?
No.
When is that coming? Oh, it's not listed.
No.
Oh, okay.
In fact, the only Black Panther news was obviously Wakanda Forever.
Was Wakanda Forever. Okay. All right.
Cool. And Blade movie, November 3rd.
November 3rd, 2023. That's when it's supposed to be released?
Yes.
No way. The movie hasn't even started filming yet, has it? They haven't even started.
That I'm aware of, no.
Like a little over a year from now, that movie's going to be done and ready to go? No shot. I feel like they just hired a director like last month. It's subtle. It is subtle. And I realize that unless you listen to this kind of stuff over and over and over again, and you're constantly talking about production schedules and production delays and things like that, then you don't recognize it. So like I'm not begrudging anybody who can't see it, but like starting a production in, so let's be generous and say that they started it in May of 2022 for a movie that's going to come out in November of 2023. That's not a whole lot of wiggle room to have delays, production slips, anything like that, which regularly happens on a set.
Yeah.
It's not a whole lot of room for error, which suggests that the movie is probably going to get delayed for some reason or another.
Especially with their history of doing so within the last year.
Yeah, hell, even with Black Panther, at least Black Panther started out closer to 2 years before the movie was supposed to be coming out, as opposed to 14, 15 months.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. Okay. All right. No, let's just sit back and watch it, I guess.
We'll see. Captain America New World Order, May 3rd, 2024. Yeah. Your boy Sam Wilson is Captain America.
I'm not excited about that movie for a myriad of reasons. Literally, like a lot of reasons. I'm not in love with the writer. I'm actually not head over heels about the concept of Sam being Captain America before he's had a full story arc fleshed out with him being Falcon, his original origin character.
Yeah.
And not just, face swapping so we can have a Captain America in the MCU for Kang and Secret Wars. Also, I just don't think it's the time for that. I think it's a bit of forced representation where they clearly know that they have a hole. They just don't care about it very much. So they think that they will make a character that was already so and give him the title that they deem to be affirming or validating. Let him wear that moniker, and that'll somehow raise his profile. And I don't think it works like that.
I agree.
I don't think that's
especially when you're always going to be compared to the original Captain America.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts, July 26, 2024. Obviously, some questions around what's going to happen with Thunderbolt Ross, if he's going to even be in this.
It's probably not. And from what I'm feeling like the pivot is going to be the girl, the chick, Seinfeld chick. It's going to be her that's creating the Thunderbolts team, not Thunderbolt Ross. Now, the fact that it's called Thunderbolts means it's going to have some sort of connection to Thunderbolt Ross. That'll be the interesting thing. Do they recast Thunderbolt Ross? Are they going to mention him in some way? Are they going to kill him off the way they're killing off T'Challa? Who knows?
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, who knows? But if they're calling it Thunderbolts, then he's going to be involved some way, shape, or form. How did they get the name?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Fantastic Four, November 8th, 2024, which pretty sure had a earlier date.
Yeah, don't care. Don't care. This movie got announced almost going on 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
Like, don't care. And you didn't tell me who they are. So,
yep.
I don't even understand why are you rehashing things that you've already announced at Comic-Con? And that goes for any studio. Why are you rehashing already announced projects at Comic-Con?
I think their reasoning probably for pushing it back has to probably do with casting.
You think? For Fantastic Four?
Yeah. Maybe they're rethinking. Well, if they weren't going to go with Krasinski, maybe they're rethinking that. Possibly.
If the delay nets us John Krasinski, then I'm okay, I guess.
But I mean, he still has to have 3 other people around him, and who are they going to get to fill those shoes?
Sure.
I don't know. Finally, there's going to be 2 Avengers movies in 2025. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, and then Avengers: Secret Wars.
Avengers, I know the story arcs, so the prospect of having that is very excited. Here's where my expectations are starting to get tempered though a bit. First of all, shout out to Jonathan Majors, who's going to be a major part of Phase 5.
Yes.
It's going to be a much deserved boost to his profile, and I'm very happy that he's getting this opportunity. As far as the superhero team up films, the Avenger films, it's hard to get excited on one side of it because the arcs that I thought were going to be these epic or these large overscaling kind of story arcs in Phase 4 have not been anywhere near satisfying. None. Nowhere near. The Scarlet Witch arc, Chaos Magic with Wanda, feels incomplete. The Thor arc feels scattered, roller coaster like, and erratic.
Mm-hmm.
Feels hollow.
Yep.
The Hawk's story arc that's going to pick up here in She-Hulk now it's just basically comedy.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, the only thing to even resemble an arc for Hulk was the fact that he lost Natasha, and we still haven't even seen how he's going to get over that. I guess that's going to be the end of that in this Disney Plus series, right? So the story that they're going to have to tell to do Secret Wars effectively is going to have to be so much better than what we've gotten out of the last 18 to 20 months from Marvel. It's going to have to be so phenomenally better than what we've gotten from them. And it seems like Marvel is more interested in patting themselves on their backs, paying their friendly critics, and enjoying the billions of dollars that, or excuse me, let me adjust. The millions of dollars that they're already raking in, even though it may not be to the level of what it was pre-pandemic, because hey, you know, a buck is still a buck, right? So it is what it is. But it doesn't seem like they're very interested in telling good overlapping stories anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be a priority. And then also at the same time, let's state the obvious. The guy who would have been leading this next phase is not there. It's devoid of a true leader. Now we have candidates, right? You've got Captain Marvel. You've got Shuri, I suppose. You got which, yeah, I guess you do have Shuri. Anthony Mackie's Captain America, Sam Wilson. But those are far cries from the days of Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. leading the MCU. Chris Hemsworth leading the MCU. It's going to take a stronger lead than what they have currently, in my opinion. Is what I'm saying. Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars with Anthony Mackie and Brie Larson.
Yikes.
But we'll see.
We will see.
We'll see. You guys give us your thoughts. What did you think of San Diego Comic-Con? What was your favorite project that popped up? Was there anything that you didn't see that you wish you would have? Make sure you leave a like, share, subscribe, and let us know what you thought.
And make sure you check out our video where we predicted what we thought was going to happen in Comic-Con just to see how things panned out. And make sure you go ahead and subscribe because we like to talk about movies.
Oh, shit. No mutants. None. No mutants. How did I forget that?
Shit. How did I forget that?
No fucking mutants. None. Not a single
announcement on
announcement.
this list. That's crazy.
Oh, you know what? I think they did. They announced the movie title, but that's
it was
already
literally just the mutants.
Yeah, that was already out. That we already knew that.
And obviously X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Which we already knew about.
So once again, blue balls on the X-Men thing, but give us your thoughts.